Good morning. I had the urge to share every morning until the end of the year, and who knows, maybe we'll go longer if we're enjoying this. A morning filling with light, filling with that light that is always within us. And I really enjoy doing this when we've got the opportunity with sun, moon, stars, fire. It's not necessary, but it's kind of fun. And a couple nights ago at our winter solstice fire ceremony, I typically invite people to share anything that they picked up from the fire, any messages through any of their seven senses. And that's always a really fun time. And I share something to kind of kick it off and, make people feel comfortable with the practice. So I want to share what came to me because that prompted our experience filling with light, and a friend in the circle, Lisa, asked, hey, could we do that again? Could you, because I had told her I'm going to be doing this every morning and sharing videos, and she said, could that be one of the videos? So I thought, yes, absolutely, that would be a lot of fun, and I appreciate the suggestion. If anyone else has suggestions, I am all ears. So what was coming to me with the fire was that, we got the ceremony started and we're singing and drumming and rattling, and the fire kind of started to die down, even though there was still plenty of fuel. There's still plenty of wood. When I say fuel, I mean wood. We don't use chemicals, but there was still plenty of fuel, but it wasn't wanting to burn. It kind of died down. So I went and I put another log on, which actually probably wasn't even necessary, and put a little bit of newspaper and blew on the fire, and then it was alive and it was very full and bright for the rest of the ceremony. And so what I took from that was that that's the lake singing. Isn't that cool? So beautiful. And sometimes there will be a big crack. So hopefully that doesn't happen while I'm doing this because it startles me. Okay. Anyway, back to the fire. So it was kind of dying down, and then it took just a little bit of attention. It didn't even need the extra log. It needed a little bit of paper and a little bit of breath and some patience, So when I shared after the fire, what I was saying is, I just thought that was such a beautiful metaphor for each of us, right? Is that we always have this light within us. We always have this fire and this radiance within us. And sometimes we forget, and sometimes we can feel so far from being there, right? When you've had that experience of, you've really maybe been taking good care of yourself or doing, you're in a good ritual routine, whatever, and really feeling your best, feeling very vibrant, and then you fall out of the routine and it can feel like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get back there, or I lost it or something. It can feel sometimes sort of daunting to get back to that place, but it's so easy. You're right there. You're always just right there. It just takes a little bit of attention and focus, a little bit of effort, a little bit of breath, and then you've got this beautiful light again. So the other thing I wanted to share, there are two young girls at the fire as well, and they shared something about how when they noticed the fire kind of dying down, they would give thanks to their ancestors. Because this is always a part of our ceremonies. We work with ancestors too. And then they noticed that the fire got a little brighter each time. And I just thought, man, these kids, they're so tapped in. They're so intuitive, And that was really cool to hear. They always enrich our circles, and I really appreciate their presence. So just sharing that because I thought it was kind of neat. And if you've got kids or someone that's got kids, I mean, they're never too young to start joining circles like this. I feel like most of the time the adults are like, I'm so glad that so-and-so was there because it really brought something to my awareness that I enjoyed. Something going on over there too. The birds are having a chat. Okay, so enough talking. Let's get into the practice. And this is going to be brief. The water approves. Okay, so I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable. You might want to be seated or maybe lie down. And to begin to breathe really deeply in the pure consciousness light of sun. Deeply into your low belly and allowing that light to circulate and swirl through your belly, gently releasing, cleansing, purifying the belly, the root chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakras. Cleansing, clearing, releasing anything that's ready to be released so that you can align with feeling your absolute best. Align more deeply with your highest and best good. You don't need to know what's being released. You just let it go. Let it go to sun, trusting that sun knows how to alchemize that energy and turn it into pure gold. Continue breathing in deeply that pure consciousness light of the sun into the low belly. And then begin to move that light down through your legs, through your knees, shins, calves, feet, toes, soles of feet, cleansing and clearing everything away that's ready to be released on the exhale. Exhaling to sun, trusting that sun knows how to alchemize that energy. And now breathing that light upwards. So you've been breathing it down into the low belly, to those lower 3 chakras. And now from that place, expanding that light upwards to fill the chest and rib cage and mid-back and sides of body. Breathing it upwards to fill and cleanse and clear and purify and bring some love to that heart chakra, to your shoulders, to your upper back and shoulder blades. If it feels good to find some movement, you can. Breathing the light bigger and brighter with each breath in, spreading more and more of your body, spreading to your arms, hands, fingers, spreading up your neck and your throat chakra, your face, your ears, your eyes, your third eye, your crown chakra. Cleansing, clearing, washing everything away in the head, in the hair. Breathing it bigger and brighter with each breath in. Trusting that sun knows how to alchemize that which is being released. You don't need to know what it is. And if you like, you can thank and honor what has been released because it has probably brought you some gifts along the way. But this energy we're releasing is that stuff that doesn't align us with our highest and best good at this moment. We don't need it anymore. We can thank and honor it and let it go to sun to be purified and alchemized into pure gold. And now expand that light outside of your body to fill your energy field, your auric field, your luminous energy body. Allowing that energy field to be filled with this purifying, cleansing, nurturing, warming, beautiful light of the pure consciousness of sun. Circulating and swirling around your body. Tapping once again into the breath, moving that light through your body downwards, circulating and swirling through all of your cells and muscles and tissues and bones and blood, your mitochondria, and all of the spaces between it all, circulating, swirling throughout, cleansing, clearing, releasing that which is ready to go as we give honor, thanks, and gratitude. And let it go to be alchemized by sun. And now tap into your heart and find that light that is always within your heart and through this process, using any or all of your 7 senses that turn on, noticing what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel physically to the touch. Noticing how you feel emotionally, noticing what you observe with your 6th sense, that sensing, knowing sense, as well as your 7th sense of sacred imagination, which is every bit as valid and important of a sense in so many cultures around the world. So tapping into that light within your heart, allowing it to dance and play with the pure consciousness light of sun, and maybe of fire, of stars, of moon. And now allowing that light that is always within you to expand. Bigger and brighter, filling you with your own pure consciousness, eternal, perfect, pristine, healed, vibrant, radiant energy. Let's just spend some time in that space. Asking that light within you, or asking the pure consciousness of the light outside of you, from sun, moon, or stars. Is there anything for me to know today as I step deeper into alignment with my highest and best good? Finding any movement or vocalization as you tap in deeper to this ancient eternal wisdom. Spending a few moments being in the full radiance of this light, of this eternal, pristine energy that is you, that is always here to tap into, to connect with, to converse with, to ask questions, to ask for guidance. Through your breath, using big deep breaths, feeling, noticing, observing with any of your 7 senses what it's like to build that light as big and bright as you possibly can. Now allowing that light to shine outwards as far and wide as it can. Noticing the beauty, the illumination that it brings to the places and spaces and the people around you. When you are strong and rooted in that beautiful, radiant presence that is you. We give thanks to sun, fire, moon, and stars, and all of the light around us. We give thanks to our own inner light and the light within those around us, within each living being. Thank you for coming to play, to share, to speak, and connect this morning. Thank you for illuminating the path for us so that we can see as we move through the world, as we align with our highest purpose, what is for us, what is meant to focus on, what is meant to expand in our lives. We thank the light for illuminating that which is not meant for us, that which is not meant to be expanded, that which is ready to fall away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With so much love and gratitude, we thank and honor you. So if you like, it can be nice to make some notes about this practice. If anything comes to you that you would like me to focus on for a future meditation, I would greatly appreciate that. Meditation, not quite a journey, maybe a journey. And before we close, I just want to give thanks to the ancestors of the land, wherever we are, the ancestors of the land on which we live, and the people that came before us. I am on the land of the Ho-Chunk people, so I want to honor and give thanks to the Ho-Chunk people and the ancestors for allowing this opportunity to come together, to share, to have this experience, and to connect with this beautiful sacred frozen body of water, known more anciently as Sacred Lake or Spirit Lake. Thank you for this gift. And I promise to do my best to support the good work of your people, your descendants that are here now and that are yet to come. I do have a list of Wisconsin-based people that I know of that I can share with you, tribes and individuals that are native to these lands that are doing really cool things that we can support: art, music, handy works, powwows, etc. Public powwows, I should say. So if anyone is interested in that, please let me know and I can share that, because I think it's beautiful to acknowledge and give thanks. But I think it's also important that we give thanks in the three-dimensional, tactile way and support the good stuff that they're doing, support their efforts. So, and if anyone has something that can be added to that list, please let me know. I would love to add it to the list. Thank you. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I look forward to connecting with you again tomorrow.